Look at the unique lid on this coffee pot. I think it might be vintage Mikasa, and it's blue tag. Let's see.
Hello everyone, it's Tiffany with Thrifting Vegas. I shop at thrift stores, estate sales, garage sales, and discount stores for items I can resell for profit on online platforms like eBay, Poshmark, and OfferUp.
Will we find something you like? Come with me and let's go thrifting. It's early Wednesday morning and we are going Goodwill thrifting. Come with me. We're headed to the Goodwill at Durango and the 215 today to see what we can find. Let's go thrifting. Here we are. We're going to go in, shop the shelves and see what we can find. Everything I buy, I make available for you to purchase at the end of the video. All you have to do is send me an email with your details and your offer. I'll give you more on that a little bit later. Our color tag of the week is blue. All blue stickered tags are 50% off the marked price. Let's go in and see what we can find. Let's go thrifting. I just met the loveliest lady. She watches me on YouTube and she was so kind and fun. If you see me out thrifting, please do come say hi. I would love to meet each and every one of you. Oh my goodness, look at this. It's a beautiful hand-painted ceramic cross. It says thankful. It has the look of Talavera Tonala Mexican pottery. Ooh, it is $9, but I love it. So let's make this our first find. So what is my logic when I find something for $9 at Goodwill and I still pick it up for resale? This is interesting. It's noughts and crosses, tic-tac-toe or X's and O's. It's got little dolphins all around the outside and it's signed Wyland. Now I'm wondering whether that is the artist, muralist Robert Wyland. Anyway, for $2 that will definitely go into the cart. I'm definitely willing to pay up, in this case $9 for that cross, for something I like and I know will resell quickly and make me a profit. Now I expect to get about $28 for the cross, so that is a $20 profit. This is interesting. It's a little lighthouse and houses. It looks like it might be a birdhouse, but it's not really functional, just decorative. Little Asian tea bag holder, soy sauce holder maybe, not ever so old. Some plates. I like the flowers on this one. Let's get a better look here. Got candles. Oh, this is a English royals plate. Charles and Diana at the birth of their first child. $5 on that. This is pretty. Appears to be hand painted. I'm not sure why the flowers are just hanging there. It's a little bit odd. So I think we will leave that. What else have we got? Candle holder. Just a glass piece. Nothing too exciting. Back here. This is just made to look old. It is Bella Casa. $4 on that piece. Collector plates don't sell ever so well for me. They have to be something really, really special. Here's a fruit wreath. I thought it might be chalkware, but it's not heavy enough. I think it is ceramic. That is a bit much for me for resale. I don't think I can get much more than $15 to $18 on that piece. Little project heart here. Somebody did a little spongeware job. These are glass aubergines, or what are they called in America? Aubergines or eggplant. Here's a candlestick. This looks like home goods. The crystals are plastic, I believe. A little three part serving dish. What do we have in here? Figurines, some vessels. Buddha is resin. Got more resin here. Elephants. Oh, his trunk is broken. That is such a shame. Glass up here. Let's see. It's quite an interesting look, but the top is very, very sharp, which is one of the indicators that it's not ever so well made. Probably a florist piece. We got a Christmas penguin. Another ocean life piece. This is a watercolor of a turtle, made in Hawaii. $4. I really like that. The sun coming through the water onto the turtles. It's lovely. Little antelope figurine. $3 on him. We got the matching candle here. Perhaps I will put those together as a pair in just a sec. More little dishes, soy sauce, or whatever you'd like to put in there. Trinkets, maybe. These don't sell ever so well for me, so I'm going to leave them. Let's see. This, I think, is a wine bottle holder. That is resin as well. Some Christmassy bits. There's a snowman on some coasters, canisters. This is a modern piece. It is reverse painted. This large piece looks like it's mass produced and not for food use. Let's see. Ooh, $25. May poison food. Let's leave that where it is. We've got a tureen down here. It's quite fun. But as I move it, it's very lightweight, and these sadly chip very, very easily. There's a couple of boxes way at the back here. I love boxes. You just never know what's going to be inside, and sometimes it's not the original piece but something entirely different. Marry Tree Lane. Oh, these look like willow tree, but I think they are cake toppers. You can mix and match cake toppers. Let's peek in the other one just to see. They are $6 a piece, and I have never heard of these. I'm wondering if they are part of willow tree or just something completely separate. Yes, there's another one. For $6, I think I'm going to leave them. Oh, look at this dolphin. That's funny, since we just found the Wyland game board. Oh, he has a little bit of a rough spot on his fin, a break, so we will leave him. We've got a bird feeder, $15 on that. Candle holders, there's a glass. Let's see, little snowman tile. He's only $2, but he is a little scary, not a very friendly snowman, so I'll leave him. Oh, this is lovely. Who knows what this is? Beautiful flowers. Definitely an older piece. It's actually a fishbone plate. In older table settings, you'd have this plate next to your main plate to put fish bones on. Here's a little bit of Christmas. We've got plates. Oh, look at this one. Santa is having a rummage in his sack. That's a Sears piece. $4. Got a tree stand. Let's have a look at this. Oh, that's very lightweight. Always check silver. This one is definitely silver plated, ever so light. $4. What's this one? It's quite a fun plate for fall. It's got birds and fruit. It's Noritake. Again, $4 on that. So Oh, that's so sad. A leprechaun on a headless snail. More Christmas. We've got cookie jars. Oh my goodness, I love this. It's a tree of life bookend. I'm sad that it's $15 and that it doesn't have a friend, but we are going to pop it into the cart and see if we can find the other ones somewhere on these Goodwill shelves. I can't promise that I will spend $15 on it, but I would like it to go home in its pair. Let's see, lots of Christmas. Oh, these are super cute. Little cupcake Christmas tree ornaments. So many folks these days have a little tree, and these would be absolutely perfect. I just can't leave them behind for $1. Into the cart they go. What do we have down here? That looks like it's a Christmas baggie. Checking all the way to the back. These are Pimpernel. I recognize the orange stripe. Lovely Christmas bell design. Very cottagey. Only $2. That's definitely a no-brainer. We got lots of snowman tins, bath signs, Christmas wrap. There's a very leggy snowman here. I think he might be a shelf sitter. Got a Christmas bunny. I like this leaf cup. This is nice too. It's a plaque and the windows actually look like windows. Oh goodness. It's $10. That's not going to work for me for resale. This piece is slate, hand painted snowman. Parsley. That looks like it would have come in a set. Christmas mugs. I am on the lookout for these, the polka dot and bow mugs. They came with plates as well, but sadly this one is very chipped. Several of you are looking for these. I need a set for one lovely lady, and then somebody else wants a set of 4. They're getting a little bit harder to find in Vegas, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed that some of our thrift stores have been saving them, putting them aside for the holidays. We will see. Goodness, this is a massive teddy bear soldier. You could put him next to the Christmas tree. Lots of live tree stands. Here we are in the mug section, and this one has caught my eye. It's a little kitty cat angel. Unfortunately, does look like it's been through the dishwasher a couple of times. The finish is a little matte and faded, so unfortunately I think we will leave it. Let's see what else we can find. All sorts of Christmas ones. Oh, this is Ray Dunn. That's just, not sure what that is, but it comes off. Only $2. It doesn't look like it's been used much. It still has its original magenta sticker on it. So I'm definitely going to grab that one. The green is a little bit hard to find, and it is just lovely. Let's look at this oversized black mug. It's just plain, very shiny though. This cup has a rather pretty iridescence to it. And over here I have spotted a Union Jack cup by Pimpernel. If you watch my channel, you know that Pimpernel is one of my very favorite coaster brands. They were founded in England way back in the 1930s, but interestingly in the early 2000s they were bought out by another of my very favorite companies, Port Marion. Now obviously that mug is rather a modern piece, so I'm going to look it up on eBay to see if it is worth picking up for resale. Lots and lots of glasses, as you can see here. I'm just going to have a quick browse to see if anything catches my eye, or if anything has been popped back in the wrong place. There's a deviled egg tray back there. These are quite fun. This is the vases, planters and florals, and we have a rainbow of colors today. Lots of red. Ooh, look down here. If you watched my episode a couple of weeks ago, I showed you my glass pumpkin like this and how I light it up for the holidays. This one is a little more squatty than mine, but it's only $3. You could easily put a flicker candle in there to light it up and easily just lift it up to turn that on and off. This is a pretty green. It is $7 though. I do love the stopper in the bottom to allow for easy cleaning. Some sort of matchy vases down here as well. There's a medium one and a tall one at the back. Very, very modern though, and they're asking $13. This is a big piece as well. Sort of an oily glass, very squatty and heavy. Milk glass. Actually, I don't think that is milk glass. It's painted white. This is IKEA. They had a whole line of geometric vases like this. $7. Another big floor vase. Lots and lots of clear. Ooh, here is a little peg candle shade. These go really nicely in wooden candle holders or wall sconces. That one's not too terribly exciting, but I do like it. We've got some trays, divided trays here. These are all priced at $20 a piece. That's a little bit too much for me. For resale, I would probably expect to sell them for that price. That has some holes. I wonder if it had a handle. Little stack of pottery pots. Those would be fun for sauces, except not certain how we would know if they're food safe. What else can we find here? This is a big trifle dish. If anybody's English, you'll know that a trifle is a layered dessert. It's with sponge cake fingers, jelly or jello, and a custard and cream top. One of my favorites. I should actually make one of those sometime soon and show you how it turns out. It's a big glass plate. That's super duper heavy. What else can we find? Oh, this is gorgeous. This is $25. It's a cement paver inlaid with all sorts of glass and shapes and buttons and beads. Very, very heavy. Some faux flowers and silks. We got baskets and wreaths. This is a sweet little garden flower watering can. Very lightweight. That one is paper. Let's see. They just wheeled out a brand new cart of treasures, and here in Las Vegas they actually encourage us to shop from the new carts. I think their logic is the more we buy straight from these baskets, the less they have to put out on the shelves. We've got picture frames, some little angel figurines here. What else? That's another dog frame. Some American Girl doll furniture. Lots of toys here. Ooh, is that a Blue Sky? I thought that might have been a Blue Sky Clayworks candle base, or even a Polish pottery candle base, but no such luck. Here we are in the kitcheny bits, and I noticed this from across the way. Now, I thought it might be a vintage Nordic ware bunt pan, but sadly it's a very lightweight and no Nordic ware stamp. It is a lovely colour though. I'll actually pop a picture of my vintage Nordic ware in here so you can see what to look for. These Wilton baking pans used to do quite well for me on eBay. Some years ago I bought a large lot of them and sold through most. Unfortunately today they only sell for about $10, but lucky for me, I think I only have a couple left and they are listed on Poshmark still. Look at how lovely these black and white plates are. The top one is vintage Westmoreland milk glass with the grape pattern. It's $6, but the one I really want to see is this underneath. Oh, it's plastic. I thought it might be vintage amethyst glass, possibly an L.E. Smith that I'd never seen before. They do look really nice together though. Let's have a dig through this pile. Mostly modern ceramic. We've got fruit and veggies, some fleur de lis down here. Let's keep going. So as I'm looking at all these stacks of plates and dishes and bowls on the shelves, how do I know what to pick up for resale? Back here is a vintage haul piece. This is a bowl. I love the colors and the pattern. It is $7 though, and the paint is a little bit worn and faded, so I think that we will leave that. I use eBay as a tool to help me decide what will sell quickly. First, I take a look and see how many of the very same item are available for sale, and then I'll flip over and see how many of that very same item have sold recently. That will tell me how quickly I can expect my piece to sell. These look a little bit like uranium glass, UV reactive, but they're somewhat too green, and they appear to be more modern. Going back to researching things on eBay, let me give you a quick example. In last week's video, if you remember, we found a Longaberger Pottery bread basket warmer. I think it was about $5-6, and I didn't buy it. I got quite a few messages saying that piece resells $18 to $20. You should have grabbed it. This is Edwin Knowles Company, made in the USA, definitely vintage. It's lovely. I think I will give that a look up. So I didn't buy the bread warmer because when I looked on eBay, there were over 300 of them available. And yes, some had sold for $18 to $20, but only about 5 of them compared to the, I think, about 335 that were listed. And that's why I didn't pick it up. We're in the kitchen area. It's a lovely cobalt glass lidded jar. Oh, it's Princess House, and it's $6. Just a bit too much for me for resale. Some modern mercury glass down here. 2 vases, quite fun, but again, the price just won't work for me. Here's a tray, some fairies, signed by the artist. $8 on that. Let's see, there has to be something here that works for us. This is Bodum. It's a coffee pour over. $5 on that. Cute little rice set, 2 bowls and a plate for $20. Let's keep going. Look at the unique lid on this coffee pot. I think it might be vintage Mikasa, and it's blue tag. Let's see. Mikasa style craft. I have never seen this pattern before. It's absolutely lovely. I am just in love with the lid. That is such amazing colors too, like a speckle, almost an otagiri speckle glaze. I love this white milk glass pedestal, compote or candy dish. It's $5. They only sell for about 10 to 12, so we'll leave it. The glass dish at the back here, this looks like the base to a butter dish. Tiered tray. Let's see. More plates down here. And canisters. These are quite lightweight, definitely modern. Ooh, this is interesting. I love the swirl in the middle. Very, very heavy. It's pottery. I always walk down every aisle of my thrift store because you never know what's going to be there. Here in the plastics, I found another of my very favorite English coaster brands. This one is Cloverleaf, the sporting edition, for only $2. This piece reminds me of Fire and Light, their puka dishes. They can sell for upwards of $100, but that one is clear glass and just doesn't feel right. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we can find the matching bookend to our tree of life. We're here in the wood section. Lots of baskets, plaques, signs, and frames. Here's a fun one. Welcome summer. And hello spring. I wonder if they have a matching fall and winter one as well. Got some candle holders. Those are quite detailed. It's a note board. Lots and lots of stacks. But unfortunately, this is a huge bottle. Unfortunately, I am not seeing the tree of life as I scan the shelves. That's really, really sad, and I am wondering what happened to the other one. Let's see, is there anything else while we're here? Sadly, I think this is going to have to go back on the shelf. It's not often that I find a book at Goodwill, but this one interests me. I love the Antiques Roadshow as well as any research book on vintage. This one, although it's a little bit outdated, is going to go straight into my cart. It's illustrated, it's got black, white, and color. How exciting. I can't wait to take a look at that. It's only $3. Let's take a little stroll through the artwork. This is the state of Nevada. As you can see, it's mostly desert, but down here in the south is Las Vegas. And up here is Reno. The rest of it, I think about 86% is uninhabited. Here's quite a nice little piece, but the frame is damaged. That is a print. If you need large pieces of art, do check your local Goodwill. As you can see, they have lots to choose from. And these pieces can be so expensive at retail. Horses on wood, there's a canvas. Not sure what those are. Going down a step in size, here are some medium and small pieces, different styles, lots of different colors. Pretty much a little bit of everything you can think of here. Flowers and landscapes. You could probably find something to go in just about every space. And here we go with a rundown of the top 5 best-selling items from my last haul. At number 5, the little wooden wall cross with the resin angel. I paid $1 for her, and I sold her for $15. Coming in at number 4, the Wilton Stoneware Nutcracker or Soldier Cookie Mold. I paid $3 for it and I sold it for $15. In the number 3 slot, the Little Eskimo Baking Soda Fridge Freshener. I paid $1 for her, new in the box, and I sold her for $22. At number 2, the stunning woven wall hanging basket. I paid just $3 for it, and I sold it for $36. And at number 1, the most popular item from my last haul was actually the collection of framed oil paintings that we found. I paid a total of $24 for the 4, and I sold them for $42 a piece. There are still some treasures from my last haul available for purchase. You can find them in my store, thriftingvegas.com. So after this video, please hop over there and have a browse. So we do have some tragic news on the stunning Here on my table is everything we found at Goodwill and a few things I mentioned as we shopped. Let's start over here with our gorgeous little fishbone plate. Beautiful. I think those might be cornflowers or some similar on there. It's marked on the back. Hi Ziggy, Germany. The gold writing says Meterteach, Bavaria. You could use it for fish bones, sauces, or even little trinkets. I am asking $12. Next are cloverleaf coasters. These are made in England, 6 different designs. They are quite fun and amusing. I'll just lay them out for you. All sports and horse related. Just sort of tongue-in-cheek, very dry British humour. There are 6 of them. They're in nice condition. I am asking $18 on the set. Next, we have our super little cupcake ornaments, perfect for a small tree. They're quite weighty. I think they are ceramic. They all have a clear string for hanging, pink and red and cream colored with little glittery bits on. I am asking $16 on the 5. Not sure why there was one missing. I was a little bit sad. I did look around everywhere, but just 5 out of the 6. This is our beautiful pumpkin we found, and I popped a little candle underneath, and as you can see, it shows through the mercury glass finish just beautifully. I actually have mine over there. Very, very similar. I am asking $25 on the pumpkin. We have something to say about this thing, and I am a little bit crushed. We'll come back to that right at the end. But next, our stunning, thankful wall cross here. It's made of ceramic. It is hand painted. The brand is Glory House. I did pay up for this $9, but I absolutely loved it. I couldn't bear the thought of it sitting there and possibly getting broken. I am asking $24 on the cross. Next, our lovely card here. It's a framed card of a turtle, several turtles. There's these two at the front and a little tiny one in the distance. I just love the effect of the sun coming through the water. Beautifully matted with green and white. It's ready to pop into a frame. I'm asking $14 on the turtle card. On that same theme, we have our Robert Weiland tic-tac-toe game. I've never seen one of these before and I couldn't find one online, but I did add some little glass counters. So whoever is lucky enough to purchase this can actually play tic-tac-toe. I'll include 6 green and 6 of the clear, and as you can see, they look absolutely perfect with the set. I'm asking $25 on the Weiland tic-tac-toe. These are Pimpernel coasters in their original box. They're all the same, beautiful Christmas bells. They look very cottagey, country to me with the little white dots. Beautiful green colour, which incidentally matches perfectly with the Ray Dunn Noel mug. I am asking $18 on the set of 6 coasters, and I have to show you, they do all have their original Pimpernel Made in England sticker on the cork back. 18 on the coasters, 15 on the Ray Dunn Noel mug. And another fellow that matches this green perfectly is this Artisania Rinconada little duck made in Uruguay. He is signed on his little foot there. Beautiful contrasting colours. Absolutely lovely artisan piece. I'm asking $24 on him and $24 on his friend the hippo. Now, house hippos, I don't know if you can call this a house hippo, but you absolutely could, are very popular at the moment. Little hippo figurines intended to take care and watch over your home. This fellow is lovely. He's yawning. He also is $24 and he's signed on his chin there. I had to include this Christmas piece for you. I wanted to do it early before the season gets started. This is a candy claus from the 1960s, I believe. It's a candy jar, 2 pieces, little head and a pedestal base, as you can see, carefully assembled to look like Santa, complete with hat. He is vintage, not in perfect shape. He does have signs of wear, but he is fabulous. Absolutely lovely. I have only ever seen this one in the wild. There is one, I think, online. I'm asking $24 on the candy claus. We saw a vase similar to this on the Goodwill shelf, so I had to bring it out. It's an IKEA piece. It has its original sticker on it. Let's see. Doesn't have the name of the style, but I am asking $28 on the geometric vase. We saw a beautiful iridescent lusterware cup, and it reminded me that I have this gorgeous planter. It is marked made in Czechoslovakia. As you can see, it has the mark there. Let me zoom in for you if I can. Ooh, there we go. Made in Czechoslovakia, and it is signed by an individual artist, I believe. Just there. Beautiful color on this piece. It would be a shame to use it as a planter, but it would make a wonderful bowl for floating candles. I'm asking $38 on the vintage lusterware bowl. Another little piece of lusterware is somebody's, this always makes me giggle because he's so cute, somebody's little fish, and his name is Pendleton. Super cute little tropical fish on an iridescent shell. It's a trinket tray, a ring dish. I'm asking $12. I am including my Antiques Roadshow book. I believe, looking at it, just looking at it a second ago, it might be a first edition from 1999. It says here, first printing December 1999. Now, unfortunately, it's not in perfect shape. Oops. The dust cover on the back is a little bit creased, and it looks like it's got a little wet because the color from the book itself has bled onto the back of the dust cover. Nevertheless, it's a lovely read. Not too terribly valuable. I would guess $10 to $20 at the most, but I love these research books, so I will be sticking my nose in there a bit later. So we do have some tragic news on the stunning vintage Mikasa coffee pot. It's lovely from this angle, but I don't know if any of you noticed in the store. I did not notice, unfortunately, but on the back it has a massive chip. Now, when I got it out of the newspaper and my Thrifting Vegas blanket, I'd wrapped it really, really carefully. I wondered whether it had happened during the wrapping or on the way home. But when I was looking at my footage very carefully, I was relieved to see that this chip and crack was already here. Very, very sad, but fear not, it will not be going into the trash. I am going to display it, clean it carefully, and then just display it from this angle because I think it's a beautiful piece, especially this very unique top part. I really wouldn't feel comfortable shipping it with that crack and damage, so I think it's found its forever home with me. On that note, if you are interested in purchasing something you see here, please send me an email. It's thriftingvegas.tiffany@gmail.com. Please include your name, your address, the item you are interested in, and your offer. As we all know, I get many offers on many of the items. So if you fall in love with something, please feel free to offer a couple of dollars over my asking price to give yourself the best chance at being able to purchase the item. I usually give about 24 hours for offers to come in, and then if you have the high offer on an item, you'll receive an email from me and a PayPal invoice which you can pay with a PayPal balance, any credit or debit card, and I believe, Bandit, they also do take a Venmo. Going to play? Oh, get him! Get him! Come on. That's a big one, Bear. Get it. What are you going to do with that? Bear. Bear. You ready? Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Get her. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Do you think it's about time for a cookie? Is it about time for a cookie?